all the pumped up energy there.
Exactly. Connie Lee, thanks again. And to all the students, good luck out there. It is a huge, huge deal. And you have like an hour until test time now.
No pressure, though.
I'm getting all nervous.
I think no pressure is a bunch of bull. I think you have to say there is pressure over here this time around.
Just a little bit. All right, well, we're going to shift gears now and take it slow and check out another slow city with Joey Marcadante this time.
All right,
good morning
Joey,
to you.
good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Yes, today we're going to head out to Wanju in the Jeollabuk-do province. And Wanju is a county that is known as the starting place of the local food trend. Now, in Wanju, they celebrate this trend by having a festival, and it's called the Wild Food Festival. So I brought my wild appetite with me, and I got to eat some very delicious food, natural, organic, homegrown food. Plus, I did some challenging sightseeing, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. Let's take a look. A 3-hour drive from Seoul, Wanju is a county located in the middle of Jeollabuk-do province. It's surrounded by the stunning peaks of Daedunsan and Moaksan mountains. Literature dating centuries back praises Wanju as one of the best regions to live in Korea. Now I'd get to find out why. Starting with the Daedunsan mountain nicknamed the glorious Mount Kumgang of the South.
Up to the top of the mountain, in between a valley where there's a very special bridge that I'm gonna go check out. I'm really excited. I love cable cars. There's always a beautiful view, and I'm really curious. Wow.
At Daedunsan, there's a cable car that takes you up to one of the highest mountain ridges in just 5 minutes. The terrain of Daedunsan mountain is very rugged, but you couldn't tell because of the colorful canopy of autumn foliage.
Wow.
Now here's something not to miss, the Kurumtari suspension bridge. It's a 50-meter long narrow bridge that is hung over a rocky canyon, and walking across the bridge is not for the weak-hearted.
It looks terrifying.
Wow.
No. Can you do that?
I think I could. I'm not afraid of the heights.
Really?
No.
Wow. It's a beautiful view. The colors are fantastic. This time of the year is probably the best time to come. Wow.
You're not looking down, Joey.
It's no wonder why this mountain is so popular in the fall. The colors are
I
beautiful.
heard the foliage at Daedunsan Mountain is beautiful, and I see that it truly is. I'm very happy to be able to enjoy the beauty of our fall mountains.
Now, onto a village with a name that just makes you want to visit. Obok Village, a village of Obok, meaning 5 fortunes. Towards the end of the fall, the villagers are busy hanging persimmons on outdoor drying frames, preparing a Wanju specialty, dried persimmons, or gokkam.
They look so pretty like
Yeah,
that.
they do.
Hanging from the...
Something like
It really
Christmas
looks like
ornaments.
in a work of art. A gallery full of persimmons. It's beautiful.
Those are going on my tree this year.
So I tried joining in on the annual tradition. The persimmons were prepared by carving out the stem and peeling the skin.
잘 깎으셨으니까 여기 취직하셔요 오늘.
네. I think I got a new job.
All right, goodbye, Joey.
After peeling the skin, the persimmons are hung and naturally dried by the wind and sun.
After hang drying the peeled persimmons for a month, they turn into delicious.
꽃감이 되거든요.
Oh, so they actually peel it and then dry it.
The Wanju dried persimmons, or
Chewy.
gokkam, are so tasty, and they were enjoyed by the royal families
The
back
texture
in
is really different from the original persimmons. Oh, so good.
It looks more moist.
the day. It is. After the sweet, delicious dried persimmons, what was next on my itinerary? Well, Wanju is home to the popular local food trend where you eat food that is fresh and locally grown. They even have a festival celebrating that called the Wild Food Festival. So I was going to get a taste of some local foods, and in order to do that, I went to one of the vegetable gardens at Obok Village.
Wow.
I got to pick the very vegetables that I would be eating later.
선물.
감사합니다. Wow. Bigger than my head.
cabbage and vegetables grown to perfection under the autumn sun. They were grown organically, so you could eat them right then and there.
So fresh.
I love the sound
This
it makes
worm
as it
on
opens.
the lettuce indicates that they're not using pesticides, which is really good, which means you're eating fresh and you're eating organic. If it's good enough for the bugs, it's good enough for me.
Now here's where I got some real brownie points. I made kimchi with the cabbage that I picked. We salted and seasoned them to make unfermented fresh kimchi called gochori.
That's so good.
Our favorite.
왠지
Bingo.
겉절이.
결혼하면은 와이프한테 사랑받겠어.
Have a look here at this fresh kimchi made by Chef Joey. Just how delicious my kimchi is.
Seasoned it well. You got all of it.
That was very thorough. After the side dishes were prepared, it was time to make rice. And we did it the original way, over a fire and in a very large kamosot, or iron pot. Soon the smell of steamed rice started filling the air.
Oh, smells so delicious. I can't wait to try some.
That's a huge rice cooker.
Yeah, the heavy iron top keeps the steam trapped and somehow makes the rice more glutinous and just tastier. That rice with my very own homemade gochori, kimchi, and seasoned vegetables and herbs, oh, delicious. On top of that, there was also the fresh uncooked vegetables, and we had a table full of Wanju's local foods.
Local, grown right here, harvested right here, made right here. And it makes it that much more delicious, that much more rewarding when you eat it.
A stomach full of healthy food, the crisp, clean air. I was thoroughly enjoying myself, and as the night slowly started to fall at Obok village, we got to dessert. Hidden in the cinders of the fire, roasted sweet potatoes.
고구마 먹고 싶은 사람 손 들어.
Is that you?
Yes. We all sat in front of the fire and happily ate our sweet potatoes, still warm from the fire.
Oh wow, look at that steam.
It's nice to see my children playing on the grass with other kids in their age. We also got to roast sweet potatoes and eat a lot of natural, healthy foods. The whole experience was very fun.
Nighttime was so peaceful at Obok village, with only insects chirping to break the
Another
silence.
agri-travel adventure in the books. Today was a great day. I saw some beautiful things. I ate some delicious food, homegrown food, and it was just a very healing day. And I really enjoyed myself, and it's not over. I still get to spend the night here in this old style village, and I'm really happy that I got to do this today.
So you made your own 겉절이. I made kimchi myself last night, but you made your kimchi using your own pechu, cabbage, and
That's
your
right.
own ingredients. So it must have been more special.
It definitely was. You know, my second time ever making kimchi, but the first time I've ever made it with fresh ingredients that I picked myself, so definitely more tasty.
And we can't leave out the beautiful foliage at Taedunsan Mountain and that 구름다리. It looked pretty
The
scary
terrifying
to me.
It was pretty scary. So let me just first start by saying you need to take a cable car up to the bridge, just to get to the bridge. Okay, so it's a separate thing. You take the cable car up there, and then you climb a bit, and you get to this Kurumtari bridge, which is scary. I've done a lot of things. You know, I've done paragliding and zip lining,
Right.
but I was actually kind of scared to be up there.
You shouldn't look down.
You shouldn't look down. It's a thrill. I gotta say that. It's a thrill, but a thrill worth having and worth experiencing. So
Well,
check
you know,
it out.
I'm sure
I saw the tape. You were not looking down.
I'm sure some people like young would be there up there
No,
trying
I
to shake
have
the
a-
bridge.
Jumping on the bridge.
No, I have a fear of heights, actually.
do you?
There
Yeah.
are people shaking the bridge, but
You don't want them to do that, right? Okay, so this trip to Wanju, there are a lot of things that you showed us, but what are some of the not to miss spots?
not to miss spots. Where do I start? Okay, I think I'll I'll start by telling you about a Buddhist temple that has been nicknamed the temple that aged well. Okay, this temple is over 1,300 years old. It's called Hwaamsa Buddhist Temple. It's got a rustic charm, built to look very homey. It's very simple compared to other temples, but it still has national treasures like the Gungnakjeon Hall and the Uharu Pavilion. Also, now we're looking at Gyeoncheon Reservoir. Now, yes, the reservoir itself is very stunning, but it's most famous for one of Wanju's famous dishes called jambongo jim, which is braised carp. And it's very delicious. You should try it.
Okay, this is freshwater fish, so from
Yes,
the
it
lakes or the rivers nearby.
Exactly. All local. Everything is local.
All right. Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
I did.
Okay. All right.
right.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you
very
very
welcome.
much.
My pleasure. See you next week.